Welcome back to a new Cinema Recaps video. Today we will show you a movie called Leon the Professional. Watch out, spoilers ahead. Leon is a hitman living a solitary life in New York City's Little Italy. Most of his work comes from a mafioso named Tony, who operates from the Supreme Macaroni Company and retail store. Leon spends his idle time engaging in calisthenics, nurturing a houseplant that early on he describes as his best friend and watching old Gene Kelly musicals. Leon is highly motivated and efficient. He kills plenty of bodyguards so that a fat guy called Fat Man receives a phone call threatening him. A dumb blonde walks away non-committally and says she will call him later, not wanting to get involved in the matter. On a particular day on his way home, he sees Matilda Lando, a 12-year-old girl with a black eye and smoking a cigarette, living with her dysfunctional family in an apartment down the hallway. Matilda's father attracts the ire of corrupt DEA agents, who have been paying him to store cocaine in his residence, after they discover that he has been stealing some of the drugs for himself. A cadre of DEA agents storm the building, led by a ragged and drug-addicted Norman Stansfield. Stansfield shoots Matilda's entire family with a shotgun, the whore-looking mother, the aerobic-obsessed elder sister and the friendly little brother, missing Matilda only because she is out shopping when they arrive. An elderly lady comes back inquiring what the racket is about, and Stansfield shoots the glass behind her, but considers her harmless so he lets her be. Just barking at her and go back inside and When Matilda returns with the groceries she was sent to buy and notices the carnage, she calmly continues down the hallway past the open door of her family's apartment, and receives sanctuary from a reluctant Leon. One of the agents looks at Matilda, quizzingly, as she has to insistently ring the bell on and on before Leon lets her in. Stansfield realizes that there's a little girl missing because of a family photograph he's found. When the news reaches the door guard, he approaches Leon's apartment, wondering whether the girl who was accepted there was the missing girl. Leon prepares himself to shoot him, watching through a hidden peephole, but at that moment, Matilda turns on the TV with some Transformers cartoons, which convinces the guard that he saw another girl who had nothing to do with the situation. Leon offers some consolation to Matilda, making her smile when he argues that pigs smell well and are better than many people, and pretends that the puppet pig he's using is talking to her. Matilda, who soon discovers that Leon is a hitman, begs him to become her caretaker, and to teach her his skills as a cleaner and she wants to avenge the murder of her 4-year-old brother, the only member of her family that she actually loved. In return, she offers herself as a maid and teacher, remedying Leon's illiteracy. Matilda says that he could have let her to die outside that door, but as he opened it, now he's responsible for her well-being. At first, Leon refuses point blank. Being a cleaner and is not a job for girls, and then he alleges that she's not made for that. To answer to that, Matilda shoots some pigeons with one of the guns Leon is cleaning. Leon hesitantly accepts her offer and the two begin working together, slowly building an emotional attachment, with Leon becoming a friend and father figure. They leave Leon's apartment, and Leon begins to settle some rules. Matilda carries Leon's plant, accepting everything, and convinces the hotel clerk that she's preparing for an audition, and that she won't practice after 10. When the hotel clerk asks Leon to fill up the registration form, Matilda jumps right in and says in "You know how much I love registering. Can I do it, Daddy?" And Leon breathes and appreciates that Matilda is resourceful. The hotel clerk congratulates Leon because He's got a good daughter, but he's got a 17-year-old who can't do anything. Leon leaves his plant. At reception, he checks everything in the room, the exits, the windows, while Matilda fills up the form. As they work together, Matilda admits to Leon several times that she is falling in love with him, in spite of him making her drink a glass of milk every day. Tony has been keeping Leon's money, instead of it being put into a bank. As Leon was illiterate, he didn't want to have to deal with it. Leon asks if he could give it to somebody. Tony tells him that he's like a bank, only that there's no paperwork involved, but that he's got all the accountancy in his mind, and that is security enough. Tony wants Leon to renew work, as training won't earn him any money. Leon prevents Matilda from flirting with a guy, a cute teenage boy a little older than herself. She replies that they were only sharing a cigarette, to which Leon answers that he wants her to quit smoking. Leon adds that she should stay away from him, as he looks like a weirdo. Leon walks to work. Matilda tells the hotel clerk that she's fed up of practicing her instrument and that Leon is not her father, but her lover. Matilda walks back to her old flat. She slips past a police guard and picks up a teddy bear and a stack of bills hidden under a loose floor plank. She has to hide, because the FBI is questioning Stansfield, who is being a jackass about the people he killed. In the line of duty, he shouts to the FBI guy that kids should be at school, and also shouts his office number. Matilda follows Stansfield by taxi to the police station. Matilda is watching cartoon Transformers again when Leon arrives with blood dripping down an arm and a pink dress for her. The hotel clerk arrives with two men, and throws Leon and Matilda out. In another hotel, Leon takes a shower and stitches a wound in the chest, where he's been hurt. Matilda wants to pay Leon to kill her brother's killers, but Leon doesn't want to. He tells her that life changes after the first time you kill somebody. She wants to play Russian roulette with him. She threatens him with killing herself, and at the last second he pushes the pistol away. Matilda and Leon go talk with Tony. As Matilda increases her confidence and experience, she locates Stansfield, follows him to his office in the Dia building. She attempts to kill him, only to be ambushed by Stansfield in a bathroom. Leon finds a note she left him declaring her intentions and rushes to the federal building. He rescues her, killing two of Stansfield's men in the process. Stansfield is enraged that the Inquat, Italian hitman Inquat, has gone rogue and is killing his men. He confronts Tony and threatens him, eventually beating him into surrendering Leon's whereabouts. Later, as Matilda returns home from grocery shopping, an NYPD ESU team, sent by Stansfield, takes her hostage and attempts to infiltrate Leon's apartment. Leon ambushes the ESU team and takes one of their members hostage, rapidly bartering him for Matilda's freedom. As they slink back into the apartment, Leon creates a quick escape for Matilda as he reassures her and tells her that he loves her moments before they come for him. In the chaos that follows, Leon sneaks out of the apartment building disguised as a wounded ESU officer, almost unnoticed except for Stansfield. Stansfield follows Leon into the hotel lobby and shoots him from behind. Looming over the dying Leon, Stansfield jeers him haughtily. However, just before he gives out, Leon places an object in Stansfield's hands, which he explains as Inquat, from Matilda and Quat. Opening his hands, Stansfield recognizes it as grenade pin. He rips open Leon's vest to discover several grenades on his chest. Stansfield lets out a brief Inquat, "Oh, shit Inquat," before a massive explosion destroys the hotel lobby. Matilda heads to Tony's place as she was instructed to do by Leon. Tony will not give Matilda more than a few dollars of the fortune Leon had amassed, which was being held by Tony. His reasoning is that she is not old enough to receive the large amount of money and that school should be her priority until she's older. When Matilda asks Tony to give her a job, and insists that she can clean, as Leon had, Tony sternly informs her that he ain't got no work for a 12-year-old kid. Having nowhere else to go, she is then seen going to Roosevelt Island using the Roosevelt Island tramway. The next day, she returns to school in NJ. Seemingly readmitted to the school, Matilda walks into a field in front of it with Leon's houseplant in hand. She digs a hole and plants the houseplant in the grounds of the school, as she had told Leon he should, and quote, to give it roots. End quote. Thank you very much for watching this movie recap video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to our channel.